Hello again, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Wish You Were Beer Show. This is a weekly live beer review show that we do weekly.
Yes.
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done.
Tip of the cap, Austin Powers. Thank you for that single joke that I will use every week now. If you haven't joined us before, one, thanks for stopping by. Two, this is a weekly show that we do where we check in new beers, try new beers. Typically, we try to reach out to the brewery, see if we can get some representatives on, talk about their brand, the beer that we're drinking. So make sure that you are logged in to whichever avenue you're watching us through, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I don't think you can do it there. Never mind. You.
You could check us out there, though, and give us some love.
Oh, you could. Yeah, that's always possible.
Yeah. You might be here because you clicked the link in the story. So
could you even imagine a world where that happens?
Wait,
there's follow through.
Did you post something or was it me?
That was me.
Oh, wow.
I also posted something with the link.
Well then, great. We've got two up there. We've done that twice this week, Tiffany. We did a double Daniel birthday post.
Yeah.
We should.
If I don't get two birthday posts, I'm going to give you my phone.
You will, 100%. Trust me. We should also maybe, I don't know, like start like a mega thread or like a text message group where we have these conversations. Hey, are you going to post something? Nah.
Hey.
Nah.
I mean, I'd rather two posts than none. So,
yeah, the thing is that
two post, one account.
I probably won't check it before I do it.
Yeah, clearly.
I'll be like, all right, I got this. I've got I don't know. I got time. Let me put this in, and then I'll text you, and then neither one of you will respond.
Success.
I did laugh at the fact that I posted the birthday post for Daniel, and then literally, I think it was 10 minutes you posted. So we were both on this exact same page, just thinking about Daniel. Yeah.
I had been working on it for 2-3 hours, but we were
not me.
out.
I wrote it up once. That was it.
Yeah. Well,
it's easy when you're speaking from the heart.
Well,
yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
So he kept going I need to review all those photos before you post them, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I wrote it, and then I got distracted because we were actually celebrating his birthday with friends, and then it got to the point where I was like, I forgot to post this. I gotta do it.
I also appreciate that you just called out Daniel for being all vain about which photos you post of him.
Oh, it was a joke because she has a lot of different
Nudes.
Photos of me in her phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you get me?
It's all of him sleeping.
It's just a lot of me sleeping, and I don't think that's
mouth open, drooling.
You're not standing out by a river naked. Not like that.
No, I think you're the only one that has that one.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Katie, in case you missed it, I also said, yeah, with friends. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Katie was there.
Yeah.
We're apparently not friends, and that's fine.
Everybody's fine. So we went off on a tangent there.
Daniel is old now.
Yeah, I'm old, 100%. But more importantly than that, this conversation is getting old of me telling you to make sure you like and subscribe. It's not rocket science. Click the button, share it with your friends. I'm getting tired of having this conversation. I'll bring it back. You can count on that.
It's me you got to worry about.
I roped the cattle, dragged it, tied it up, and carried it right on back to this conversation for those of you watching in Texas. But that being said, make sure you like and subscribe. Please share us with your friends. If you're having a beer that is not a beer you were lucky enough to get that we're going to have on the show, please tell us what you're having. If you're not sure what we're having on the show, we've got a litany of ways to find it. You can find it on the website. We try to keep an updated list of what we've got coming down the pipeline. We do use a couple of different subscription services and delivery services. You can find all those down in the bio on the page. So check those guys out, click through it, find one that you like, find a price point that you like, get some beer shipped to your front door because it's a wonderful thing.
I never leave my house anymore. I get groceries delivered. I get beer delivered.
Really just the beer. I'd go to the grocery store, but yeah.
No.
So that being said, make sure you follow along with us. Try to keep up on the beers that we're having. Follow us on Instagram. Keep up on our posts there. We try to post things individually since Phil is in a different country currently, but usually at least in a different state. So follow along, play along, drink along. Let's just have a fucking beer. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
So that being said, as always, I am Daniel. This is Tiffany. That is Phil, and he's gonna get up that ladder one day.
No.
Nope.
Can't do it.
It's a blanket ladder.
Afraid of heights.
Still living on that same bottom rung, I see.
Yep. Never made it up there. Just sleeping on the floor down here.
Yeah, I love it. So wait, what week in St. Martin is this for you? Because this is what, our 5th show or 4th?
I think this is 4th. I think this is my 3rd week.
Okay.
Unless I said that last week. I
think you did. But my real concern is your tan. I'm going to gauge how long you've been there based off your tan.
Let me see. Well, tonight I think I'm a little brighter than usual, but I've gotten a little tan. I've also gotten a little red in some places. So,
are you going to the new beach again?
That's all I do. You know, there's only so much sunscreen. You know, and I've got a lot to cover. So
I love it.
Yeah. So I think it's week 4 for me.
Okay.
Or 3. I don't know.
That's okay. And I agree with Vero. We can 100% address the insulting exuberance of Phil's beach pictures while we're all freezing our ass off on the East Coast. Thanks for rubbing it in. Oh, I went from LA to St. Martin. Better bring my jacket.
I don't know if there's enough sunscreen.
I love how stupid you are when you pack. You're like, am I going to need a jacket? And you like bring one, and you're like, what the fuck did I bring this jacket for? It's just sitting over there.
St. Martin.
It's for if you get cold on the plane, I guess. I don't know.
It's literally only in case the plane goes down. I have seen this film. Need a jacket, a volleyball.
It might get chilly at night, you know? So stupid.
So you're doing well down there, though?
Doing well. I've got another beer that I'm going to introduce tonight from St. Martin. Well, it's not a St. Martin beer, but it's one you get down here.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm having that right now.
So Rude Boy too?
Carib. So this is a Caribbean beer, clearly.
It's a lager.
Or a guy named Carib. I don't know.
Naturally.
And that's what I'm drinking tonight.
I love that Carib made the beer, and he's like, what should we call it? Carib.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So this is basically like your beach beer. It's like a Corona. It's like it's a little heavier than a Corona, so I actually like it more than a Corona. Nice. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much just a little bit heavier Corona.
I'm okay with that. So it's a Corona.
They give it to you with a lime in it. It's like that classic enjoy the beach, and they're like $2 here. So
now we're talking. Now it's already better than a Corona.
I mean, they're also pretty cheap.
Like $3.25. I
don't think so.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lime tax now. I don't know what's
going on. Yeah. Crazy lime tax.
Big lime tax right now. Having a big issue with Vanderlei Industries of trying to get them imported and exported. We'll keep that on our Seinfeld one. It's fine.
Yeah. Do you know what's really sad? Since I've gotten here, so I only have Netflix because there's only certain things you can watch outside of the country.
Right.
Netflix is one of them. Only thing I've watched since I've been here is Seinfeld.
Perfect. If you're going to pick one, I'm completely comfortable with this.
It's been so weird. It's not a show you want to just like plow through, though, and yet here I am every time.
Right.
I don't know.
I'll do it. How many seasons are there? I'll go through them. That's fine.
9. But the first season's only like 5 episodes.
So. Right.
Yeah. But then the rest of them are like 25 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really up the ante on NBC on that one.
Yeah. How about you? How's your week been? I see Tiffany looks a little different.
I straightened my hair.
Oh, yes. Tiffany straightened her hair. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
I figured out.
That's why I wore this shirt, so you could see that her hair is normally curly. However, today.
Yeah. So my kid has a blow dryer brush thing that you can like just comb your hair and it blow dries it straight. And it's very fast. And so I was running late for Daniel's birthday. No, what were we doing?
Probably.
No, it was something else. We had to it was brunch. We were going to go do, we actually missed brunch because I was in bed still. And so I had to get up and wash my hair and get ready. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And I was like, I could straighten my hair. And then I did it again a couple days ago because I was running late for work because I had a headache and slept in. But really, the point of the story here is I keep sleeping in.
I feel like the moral of the story is you keep sleeping in.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
I'm not.
We should look into this.
Nope. Leave it alone.
A few weeks ago, she has COVID. Now she's just sleeping in.
Now she got long
should we be concerned?
Sleeping in.
Yeah.
I did take a picture of Charlie sleeping next to me.
Which is our dog.
Yes. And
Weird thing to send me while I'm at work. It's me and Charlie.
and he had his head on Daniel's pillow. I was like, I don't think this is the dog I fell asleep next to.
Oh.
No.
Boy, that hurt. So my week was going great.
Yeah. Daniel, how was your birthday? Did you get my nude?
I did, yeah. The crummy part is I was at my grandmother's funeral and just poor timing. Everyone was standing around with their condolences. And
you love carrying around your iPad. So it was just big screen.
That's the only way anybody saw anything. You're going to need that 5.7-inch screen or whatever. No, it was great. We, true to fashion, I mean, we brewery hopped, we hung out with some friends and had some beers and had some good food. It was good.
We did a lot of brewery hopping over the weekend. I think we hit almost all of our local
We tried to see all of our local breweries so that they could give me free beer.
Did they?
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay,
yeah, most of them did.
I think at this point, it's not even just that it's your birthday. It's like we roll in and we hang out with them.
No, it's only because it was my birthday. Let me feel special about one damn day.
I mean, you can just feel special about you as a person. Like you get every day.
Trust me, you make me feel special as a person.
Was it the dog comment?
No, so it was good. We made our rounds. We tried to see everybody, and luckily Andy and Katie were there. My brother and his wife came and hung out with us for a while. A good friend of mine, Dana, we hadn't seen in a while, came out as well. So it was fun.
We saw Melissa and Lucy.
We saw Melissa and Lucy.
Nice.
Just a bunch of our beer friends.
Budweiser's a friend of mine. Friend of mine is a friend of mine.
I think it's been so long since we had the chance to use that, and it was perfect.
It was. It said beer friends.
Beer friends. I think you were just waiting for it.
I saw it in the corner of my eye, and I was like, "Oh, I'm waiting for the Mario."
I love it. I love it. Well, here's the secret, Vero. Check you spam, because I assume that's where all my correspondence goes to you.
It's true.
I just didn't think you'd make it in time.
Yeah. On account of the snow and running.
Or just, the distance.
Yeah,
Is it snowing where you guys are? Because it's not snowing where I am.
No, what's weird is we did get a winter storm. I'll talk about that later. Never mind. It's not important right now. It's part of the later show.
It's part of our storm podcast, or is it?
Correct.
Oh.
Storm chasers.
That starts at 11 to rival the local news. Tired of those guys. All right, let's drink a beer. What the hell are we doing tonight? I don't even remember. Oh yeah,
Triple Dragon.
We're doing Triple Dragon from Common Space Brewery. Which Phil, I think this is a beer you got for us. They're out of Los Angeles, correct?
Yes, they're out of Hawthorne, California, which is down by kind of the airport in LA.
Oh, I heard that is for lovers.
I know.
Nope.
When I found that, I was like, why would I ever go there?
What?
You're near the airport. Oh, great! I love driving to LAX. It's my favorite.
It's probably cheap space, if I had to guess. It's like a lot of these places do.
Yeah, and it's not like there's not a community that lives down there, so
Sure.
they have people. It's not easy for me to get there, and that's all I care about.
Fair.
But you guys also have a connection with Common Space as well, don't you?
I wouldn't say a connection, but yes.
Because they're not on the show.
Right. We attempted.
Not a good connection.
I talked with their social media person a couple times on Instagram.
We just didn't catch up.
And
it didn't work out.
It's fine. I don't know. I will take the blame of not keeping up on it. We'll still start there.
We'll get there.
But yeah, no. Common Space commonly does. They frequently do like tasting events, and so they had teamed up with a company that was trying to win my company's business, and so they did like this tasting event thing where they had like an open invite basically, and it was like what are those condos you got to sit through all the ad things and you get to go enjoy wherever.
It was like a timeshare.
It was like a timeshare kind of like thing.
I've got so many timeshares.
I had to listen to like the like pitch, and then they'd do a beer tasting, and they sent like 6 beers.
Yeah, we had a lot of Common
phenomenal.
Space beer in our fridge that I drank that night.
Yeah.
So pretty hilarious that I just randomly picked this beer and sent it to you,
Yes.
and you've already had a bunch of them, but not
Yeah,
this one.
Not
It was
this one.
funny. I remember when like we saw it come through. I was like, "Oh, Common Space," because Tiffany's even drinking
They sent a glass
out of
and-
the Common Space glass tonight that they sent
Oh,
with their
nice.
event. There's a sticker of theirs on our beer fridge already. Like, just when you sent this beer, I was like, Common Space.
I know this.
I know these folks.
Yeah. But anyway, so
I sat through their timeshare pitch. No,
their-
just-
their beers
If I
were
have
really
two of
good.
them.
And their CEO is the one that like did that hosting event, and he seemed pretty cool and like was really knowledgeable, and it sounds like the beers were
well
brewed,
thought out.
brewed with care. Yes.
Yeah, and he's too cool for the show, which is why he's not here.
Well, let's not get out of hand.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh,
He's no ratio beer words.
I sent you free beer before. I think you're good."
Well, I think we should get into this beer.
Well, there's
Well,
a
it's what
portion
we're
of the
here
show
for.
we have to get in before this beer.
No, we can't review it right now. What do we have to do?
We got to talk about it / ask questions about it / go through his. Correct. Correct slide, Phil. I'm proud of you. So for
Nailed
those
it.
of you who may be unfamiliar with the show, this is the portion of the show where we go through a couple of different aspects of basically trivia, either on the brewery, the beer itself, the style of the beer. It originally started out as some history and facts, and we just love that slide so much that as it evolved, we never got rid of the slide, nor will we ever. So don't at me. Don't send dumb shit to my inbox about how that slide's outdated or how much you don't like it.
Is it outdated?
I am
because
tired of
it's
this shit.
history.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't talk to me about taking the statue down. There's no statue on it. I got a lot. I was actually just waiting for you to use that. I saw you scrolling the right-hand side of the
I
screen.
couldn't find. I was like, which one matches this one? Which? Oh, there it is.
So this is, again, the portion of the show where we're going to go through some trivia questions. So whichever avenue you're watching us through, if you're logged in, you can follow along, play trivia with us. There's a little bit of a small lag in when you answer versus when it comes across on our end. So again, don't blow up my inbox like every week. Like, oh, you guys didn't pull up my response.
Are you just trying to tell me to stop blowing up your inbox?
That's
Instead of
literally,
doing
Phil.
it
I'm trying to have this
non-stop?
conversation
Yeah.
openly with you
Just-
with a group setting, so it doesn't feel like I singled you out.
I felt it.
So please
hear you.
answer along, be right like I will be, and let's all beat Vero.
That's the goal.
God, is it? Let's do it.
All right. What the heck
What in that pale fire? Oh.
is a Belgian triple? It signifies
I believe it's Tripel.
how many rounds of hops the beer has gone through, the strength, like hopping, how many rounds of hopping.
Right.
Anyway, the strength of the beer, so like the ABV, C, the original location of where the beer was brewed, which is now the Netherlands and Belgium, or D, the last name of a monk at the monastery who started brewing the style.
This one's tough because I
this
think
one is tough.
yeah, I think it could be either A or B, but and not because Vero's always right, but I do want to go with B just because I don't think I've ever had a Belgian triple that was below 8%. So I feel like the triple's got to signify something, and I don't think it's triple hopped because that would be just outrageously bitter, like a crazy IPA. So I'm going to say B as well.
But here's the confusing part of the question.
Yeah.
What the heck is a Belgian triple? Not just the triple part.
Oh, no, I agree. I think it still has to, the Belgian still has to do with the style of it, but for intents and purposes, I think the Belgian triple, which is the full name of it, has to do with the ABV.
Okay. But does it have to be a Belgian triple?
Have you ever
call
heard of
it
a
a
triple?
Well,
other
the
than
strength of the beer is not. It's just the ABV. It's not. The
yeah,
triple.
but think about it. If you have a triple IPA, what do you expect it to be?
It's throwing me off. But I'll stick with B as well since Vero selected B.
All right.
Did we bring up Andy's?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
I know.
It's good. All right. So the name triple is generally used for the strongest beer in a monastery's repertoire. And so traditionally, and there's a couple different theories on why it's named this, but one of them is that when they were creating the casks or the barrels of the beer, they would just mark them with an X of like how strong they were. And so 1X was like a low ABV. The next one, like 2 X's would be slightly higher, and the 3 X's would be like the highest ABV. But the other thing is, or like that's, from strongest to weakest, right? Or opposite.
Now I'm just picturing the jugs from the cartoons with the.
That's exactly what I thought of as well.
And then in a similar vein, it could also be the gravity of the beer, which is also a correspondence to the ABV. They say it's from like 3, 6, and 9 are kind of the like standards for those beers. And the Belgian part is, this did originate in monasteries like this, the Belgian style.
So it's B and D?
No, it's not.
No, it doesn't say please select all that apply.
Thank you.
They did, and I can't remember where I read this, and I don't think I have it written down, but the location of where the monasteries originally were and where the Belgian triple kind of came from had to do with like the southern areas or whatever, which is now Netherlands and Belgium. So that is where they were originated, but it's not why it's named that.
That makes sense.
So
I do like the idea of the single X, double X, and triple X, like the old jugs, like of the cartoons.
Like the wrestler.
Bubbles. That's a whole different insignia. But I just love like the whatever the cat was from the old school cartoons, like drinking out of the triple X jug.
Oh yeah,
little bubbles coming off of it, and
and then we wonder why our whole generations are alcoholics. We were watching cartoons with little cats when you were getting
cartoon cat alcoholics, parent alcoholics,
drinking moonshine.
Drinking moonshine.
All right, Tiffany, is there anything else about the Belgian triple that I need to?
No.
Before we move on.
That's good. Just that it's similar to the other Belgian styles. Just higher ABV. So true or false, the first Belgian triple was brewed in 1730.
This is such a crapshoot.
Yeah.
1730 seems probably late if we're talking about like monks and stuff like that and where the style originated. I'm going to say false. I think it's earlier than that. And I left our full screen up so that I could not see Vero's answer before I answered. So I'm going to say false. I think it was earlier than that.
Okay. I'm just going to go with true.
Because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Andy also says false. Vero says false.
Ha!
Oh, well, there goes that.
So it is false. But Daniel, you are wrong as to why it's false. You should have just been false, and then it would have been great. So you would have been 2 for. I
get 50% credit.
He's right on. He's right on the Scantron. He is correct on the Scantron.
You're like 1.5 out of 2.
I'm right on the Scantron, but wrong in my description to everyone while I was right. Yeah, no, it's because I put it in there.
Scantrons can't read writing.
But so the first modern day triple, which once again, like, is going to be like that really high ABV. From everything I read, it seemed like even though the triple may have existed, it may not have been called a triple.
Right.
And it didn't necessarily reflect the modern day triple.
Okay.
But the first modern triple was actually released in 1931 in a Belgian brewery, and it was called the Whitcap Patter, and it was initially marked as a Trappist beer.
So it was false, but way the opposite direction. Boy, the monks really let me down on that one.
1931. So right before world just went to shit.
Yeah, well, after the world went to shit and before it went to shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still in the shit.
Yeah,
we're back in it again.
We're ebbing and flowing through the shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Wish You Were Beer tonight.
I may pick another one.
We had this conversation pre-show, Phil. I was like, do you want to talk about this tonight?
I was literally driving and I went, oh, God. I know what tonight's going to be.
We have a show tonight.
All right. Well, then we're on the third question.
Oh, wait a minute.
So you know what that means?
I'll tell you exactly what
we open up a rude boy.
No.
No? Don't open up the Rude Boy.
Can you please just send me a Rude Boy while you're
No.
down there?
I don't want.
I'll bring you a lot of Rude Boys back.
Thank
and I'll
you.
bring a few of these drinks too.
So, typically at this point in the trivia / history and facts, we're going to go ahead and crack the beer open so that we can try it for a little bit while we go through the rest of trivia so you don't just get a gut reaction on what we think is good or bad about it. So, we're going to crack this beer and drink it, and y'all can be jealous.
Unless they have it, because it's been on the schedule for a while.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
Be nice.
All right. We ready?
No. Oh, okay. I guess we're going anyway.
All right.
Oh, too bad.
What's the point of asking?
The Common Space leadership team met each other through what series of events? Pick all that apply.
Oh, damn it.
A, at college. B, through their wives who are drinking wine out of solo cups in a parking lot. C, through a speakeasy brewing project. D, hiking the John Muir Trail. Or E, through a job posting.
Okay, hear me out on this one. I'm going nuts. I think it's A, B, C, D, and E. Because they originally met at college. They were too drunk to remember. They later got married, met through their wives again, but were wine drinking with their wives out of solo cups in a parking lot, fucked up again. Next thing you know, they're hiking through the John Muir Trail. And they're like, I fucking think I know you. They're like, no, I don't think so. They part ways again because they don't recognize each other. Next thing you know, there's a job posting for the Speakeasy Brewing Project. They all apply, meet in the same damn room, and they're like, we should start a brewery. A, B, C, D, and E. Anybody else have any theories? Oh, I guess Vero's only going with A, B, and C.
A and B for me. And I'm not going to go into a long description. I'm just going to say that's what it is.
See? Same page here. A and B could have happened at the same time. Damn right.
It probably did, because, I don't know, I still drink wine out of solo cups in parking lots.
Fair.
So, spatial leadership.
Oh, Andy went D. That's not uncommon. All right.
So it is A, B, and C.
Damn it, I was so glad. I was only 2 off.
The other 2 are, also true, but not for the leadership team. And well, so I was going through the about and looking at the whole team, and like they each have. So if you have a chance to like go on their website, it's actually pretty cool. They have like, a little infographic of who everyone is, and like, what do you want your last meal to be, and like, like fun facts kind of thing. And then they've got a video of the person. So I was reading through it, and one of the people. Oh, hey, Nate. One of the things that people wanted to do was like hike the John Muir Trail. And my family from California had like a connection with John Muir as well, because my great grandfather like surveyed mountains and stuff with him. I don't know. But back in the day, big deal. So anyway, just that's where that one came from. That's all. It's fine.
I was technically correct.
No.
Just not about the leadership team.
No, because I specifically said the leadership team.
Yeah, well, I'll review the footage. I'll double check it out.
No,
all right.
All right.
All right.
True story, Andy.
True or false, one of the founding visions of Common Space Brewery was in creating common space where people from all backgrounds and identities could come together and share a beer.
Nope. False.
False.
They don't want anyone else except for their own kind.
Exactly. And that's why I think this is a troublesome true or false from Tiffany, because she's trying to get Vero or me to answer incorrectly. But however, I'm going to get this one correct. I think false. They had no idea about that vision statement when they created the brewery. They're like, we should drink beer and start a business. And then like 3-4 years later, they're like, oh, we got to include everybody too.
We got to jump on that train. As well.
Now we're part of that community. Now, obviously that's true. That's the only reason I hope that you start like a brewery or a business in your own community is to
give back.
Correct. Have a common space.
Have a space for everyone to come and enjoy a beer.
Correct. I 100% think that's true. And I said that before it came up on the chat from Vero.
Yes, it is true. They have done a bunch of different collabs with different movements and things. So they've done one for the like ales for ALS. They've done the Black Lab, the Black is Beautiful beers. They've done a bunch of them, and they also have a bunch of like giving back things they do within their own community. There's one about how they were working on like finding places for homelessness or like for people who were experiencing homelessness. Space Jams, yeah.
You just keep talking. I'll handle the comments.
Yeah, but I was like trying to like read
can
it.
we start a brewery that's just based off of Space Jam?
Yes, we 100% can, but the good Space Jam.
LeBron James version.
No, not the LeBron James version.
Is that not the one we're talking about?
No.
I will 100% write Michael Jordan an email.
I love that you looked at me like, I will write Michael
Jordan? No.
Michael B. Jordan. I'll write him an email.
So I've got a typewriter.
Oh, God, the amount of emails I send Michael B. Jordan. It's getting up there.
I'm going to use my typewriter, actually. I'm going to send him like a real letter. And I'm going to like draw our brewery letterhead on it.
If it's not
really good.
If it's not
so back to Michael B. Jordan.
Well, yeah.
I once did crunches next to Michael B. Jordan at the gym. And
how'd that work out?
Oh, just terrible.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you're keeping up with him.
He was traded for Rocky. Oh, it was bad.
I just love 100. Yeah, I did one.
Yep. Keep it up, Michael. You look good.
There's actually nothing that makes me happier than the thought of you just kicking your own ass at the gym doing crunches next to Michael B. Jordan.
I know. It's the most crunches I ever did.
Yeah, all three of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to give him 5.
You were going to give him 5?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
All right.
But you've seen the gut.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
All right. True or false, Common Space Brewery is housed in a giant warehouse that used to be an aircraft hangar for Boeing.
We know they're by the airport. We've already touched on this. If it was used by Boeing, and then let's say Boeing has 1 or 2 crashes that are bad for PR and they got to offload some assets, so to speak, I'm going to say true. I think that would be a great fit based off of where we spoke about the location.
I think that Tiffany brought some trickery to this question. I'm going to say false and say that it has nothing to do with Boeing, and there's maybe a different.
Oh, you think maybe it's just the airline that's false?
Yeah, I think she's going to go with some trickery here.
God, you know what I hate so much is that I trust her so much, and you blatantly point out some things that I should be paying attention to. That's the hardest part about our relationship.
Love you.
False. The aliens lived there. Right.
It is false.
Because it's not Boeing?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's
They're
not
not even
Boeing.
a hangar?
I don't
I'm
think
right
it's
on the Scantron.
However, okay. So Daniel, what kind of roof do we have in this house?
We have architectural.
No. It's a truss.
This is a truss style roof. Yes.
Right. So I was like, oh, I know this because I saw that they have a double bow truss like brick building. So it's like one of the like archy ones, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I know what a truss is because it's in the house.
Word.
It was very exciting. I had a moment, but it's actually a World War II era building.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I did some research trying to figure out what exactly it was used for.
Could have been a hangar.
It could have been a hangar, especially with that truss style.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find anything. I was like trying to find like history. I found out that Hawthorne was a sunset town. A lot of history there in the early days.
Correct.
Meaning it was not kind for.
It was not culturally accepted for African Americans to be on site when the sun set.
Yeah.
Like at the current brewery because they only want their kind.
They only want their own kind.
Right?
God, could you imagine?
No. Actually, one of their head brewers is a woman of color. So,
side note, so jealous of your truss framing. Take all your walls out. Okay.
Well, I can't put a skylight in because of the truss system. So
you gotta, we can do it.
What?
I don't want to talk about it. So no, I think honestly, if they have that shape of building and it was like a World War era building,
and I mean the airport was there,
it could have been one of two things. It could have been artillery storage or potentially like a small hangar at that point.
Yeah,
which is cool shit though. I dig it.
Yeah, That's the
How
second
great.
kind of hangar brewery that we've had out of LA. Because I
Yeah.
think out of Glendale there was one too. If I remember.
Was it the
correctly.
Glendale one?
Yeah, there's one we had in. I'm trying to remember what the beer was, but yeah, they were out of, I think, an old hangar or
Okay.
something like that.
Wish you were Beam show. That's later.
Yeah, that's our Sunday afternoon.
Oh, are my
Yeah.
nips showing?
No. Those are high beams.
Let's drink this damn beer.
Oh, I'm already on it.
doing it.
All right.
All right. So for those of you, again, unfamiliar with the show, this is the part where we actually review the beer. And tonight we are reviewing Triple Dragon, which is a Belgian-style triple from Common Space out of LA. And I'll go first about it because I'm on the fence, which is
Okay. I'm intrigued.
not normal for me. I like beer. Unless I've never really had a really bad beer personally. Belgian triples are not typically my cup of tea, so take that with a grain of salt as to what I'm about to say. I love that it's 9%.
Alcoholic.
One of my favorites. I love that it's 9%. I love it. The more I drink it, the less. On the front end of it, I got a lot of actual alcohol, which not like boozy flavor like you get from like a heavy stout or something. I got like alcohol flavor, which was weird for me because I don't normally get that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I like the ABVs. I like the 8 to 10% ABVs. I think it's fantastic. The beer itself is gorgeous from a color standpoint. It does smell good. I'm having a hard time getting past something in the middle, and I don't know what it is.
Could it have maybe been your farmhouse?
No, I've only taken a sip of that.
Okay.
I haven't had.
You think it might be the clear Belgian rock candy sugar? Because that's what they say is in there.
No, I
It's
don't.
not
I
like
don't think
a
it's
sweetness.
No, it's not even a sweetness. I don't. There's something in the middle of it that I can't quite put my finger on, and maybe if I figure it out, I'll.
I think I know.
What? Tell me.
Usually
Help!
Usually it's bottle conditioned and then it's a dry finish. But I think because it's a dry finish, it's going to be kind of more wine-like than maybe you're interested in.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I could see a little bit of like a wine flavoring, but
it's not even this wine flavoring, but it's like, I don't know. It's like there's like more to it than just the.
Is
flavor.
it the oats?
I'm not big on.
Spelt.
I'm not good on the oats. No.
They're rolled too.
I'm more of a Hall fan. Nobody.
So the Belgian
Anyone?
style.
God damn it!
I wasn't even listening.
I know. Well,
That took me way too long.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I forgot you were still going.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Still
I
going.
apologize.
Yeah.
I still like the beer. There's something I can't figure out about it that would require me to have, I don't know, let's say 4 or 5 more. Not all in the same sitting. It is a 9%er. That being said, it's still like a 3.5. It's still a good beer. High ABV. It's gorgeous, but something doesn't sit right with me, and I can't figure it out yet. Maybe I'll figure it out by the end of it.
All right.
I'm actually really surprised.
Well, great. It's good to keep you on your toes.
Yeah. I write trivia that I know you're going to get wrong, and
Thank you.
You sometimes surprise me with beer reviews.
Every now and again.
I appreciate
That
that.
happens.
Keeping it fresh.
Fresh Prince.
That was for you. You're welcome.
I know.
He was like, I'm going to bring it up today. I'm going to bring up Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Because you're so excited for the new movie.
Correct,
Show.
sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Although Uncle Phil is no Uncle Phil. What did they do with that one?
Thank you. Well, you can't bring him back.
Well,
I heard.
That's true.
So really fast, the Belgian style triple, it sometimes has like a mild spicy flavor. It's kind of like the characteristic, and it's really yeast driven. So they are on the higher end of that spectrum, but they are typically meant to be somewhat still approachable in the fact that like the Belgian style Trappist ales are, I don't know, like not quite entry level, but they're not going to be like super, super boozy, even though this one's 9%, like it's not very boozy. and then they are that bottle conditioned and like dry finish.
Yeah.
So it's really similar to like a strong golden ale.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of in the same vein. I like this more than I thought I would.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's yours.
Would you hold yours up?
I'm going slow.
Loves
it's
it.
a 9%. I need to
It
be able
doesn't
to
taste
speak.
like a 9% though.
Right.
No, it really doesn't though.
No.
I need to be able to speak through this for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So anyway, I really like this beer. I like that it is really clean tasting. It's not really boozy. It does have kind of for me, it is almost like a wine dryness to it. And then it's not like super funky, but it's got like a slight twist to like, I guess, I mean, I was just drinking a lager before this. So like, it's definitely like way more complex than that. I don't know. I'm going to give this a 4. I like this.
Okay. Daniel's offended.
Yeah, this is not a common space for us, apparently.
So for me, I'm not. Whenever I see Belgian style, I kind of always know I'm not going to love it. I'm the same way, Daniel. Like I'm like, the Belgian style is just not my favorite. But then this was surprisingly like not overly Belgian-y.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So it didn't hit all those things that I like don't like.
Sure.
But I will say that, so I'm glad we drank it as early as we did, because now I'm sitting here and my tongue is getting that, like, I've had too many like lollipops, you know, like when your tongue gets like sugar coated.
Yeah.
It might've been something from earlier today, but like, it's kind of sugary to me. It's kind of too sweet. It's lingering on my tongue and I'm not liking the lingering aspect.
Okay.
So for me, but I do like it, but I don't think I'm going with you, Daniel, on this on 3.5, because when it hits that range, if I see that it's at a bar or I see it somewhere, I kind of go, no, I'm good. Like,
right.
I will drink it. It's good, but I don't want to buy any more of them. That's for me.
Fair.
However, I will say
you love can art.
Emma Atterbury at Emma Atterbury. Great can art. It's great. 3.5 for me. So where does that put us?
Katie wouldn't want to linger on your tongue either.
And you never will.
Trust me, nobody lingers too long on that tongue. You catch my drift? All right. That puts us at 3.5.
No, 3.75.
No.
No,
Two people,
I think 2 against, I'm with you.
If we review old shows, every time the cheese stands alone, the other two
Speaking of
win.
which, this would go really well with Brie.
Oh, yeah, into the week. But I haven't seen Brie in years.
Oh,
the cheese.
I was like, I just bought some not that long ago. And then I was like, oh, never mind. You are talking about a person.
All right, well, we got some Untapped reviews because we know brewers love those.
Guys are my damn favorite, though. So this is the portion of the show where we'll go through Untapped and check out what some other people on Untapped thought about the beer. So if you see a name you recognize or don't recognize and you disagree or agree with them, go hunt them down. Their usernames are public. Find them. Tell them how you feel about it.
You got to friend request them first, though. They got to accept it.
No, you don't.
Oh, not when you pay.
Oh, there's rules, Phil. You're a supporter. You can do whatever you want.
I don't think that's... Tastes like banana candy, almost a sugar taste, but with a Belgian twist.
So there's your sugary, yeah. I don't get a lot of the banana out of it because most Belgians most beers in that realm do have that banana style flavor to it.
I mean, it's not like a Hefeweizen.
But it's within the same world, though.
It is similar to a Hefeweizen, though. It's just not as clovey as a Hef.
I'm sorry, hold on. He got this in Oregon? Not Wisconsin? This person's already been duped. You're living in the wrong world, bro. You're in the wrong Milwaukee.
Yummy and strong, and the label art by Emma Atterbury rocks. Always a plus. Agreed.
I do. That's one of my favorite things about art, like in can art specifically, is that you can find these people.
Yes.
It's like album art at this point. You can find that person and go follow their art. And when you like something, you can keep up on it.
Yeah, I think
and it totally fits their common space ideology is like having
Because there's a
everyone come in and kinda
skeleton
do it.
and a lizard, and they shouldn't live in the same world.
Yes.
No, I more meant like
Oh.
with the artists.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
common space for them to collaborate. I
Yeah.
thought you meant
Yeah.
the art itself.
What is wrong with you?
Stinks. Good flavor. Long finish. Yeah, I got this at the liquor store and groceries. And I tagged the
God.
cashier, but not
Michael's
physically.
liquor
Tried to
store.
tag her. I love Ricky P. Again, if you can find Ricky P on Untapped, he's a supporter and he is wearing a suit and tie. And I think he legitimately tagged the cashier because there's no way this person is with that person, which is great. Other than by proximity. Good news, though. 4 other people were also in line behind him. Keep on keeping on, Ricky P. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't see this one. Sorry. It's good, but it tastes like soap.
What?
If you like soap.
This
Yeah,
person did a lot of swearing as a kid,
3.5.
and their parents had a lot of Bed Bath & Beyond soap that was actually
hold
just
on,
candy.
hold on. They say it
Well,
tastes
they're-
like soap, but they still gave it a 3.5. Like, I think like if something tastes like soap, it's not good at all. Like,
Well,
there's-
this is good because it tastes like soap.
No.
Oh, but it was a
right.
typo.
So like, I think that this is too nope.
Well, Christina obviously has some soap eating issues. Her eyes are way too big for her head.
It was soap.
It was soap poisoning.
I mean, I want to know what's at Meetup Barbecue. Is this a male strip club or is it a?
I love that it's a male strip club that serves barbecue.
Yeah,
The meat's up and we got barbecue.
I'm going. Christina and I we're gonna go together.
Well, you should sit behind her because she's taking up all the viewership.
Oh, that's it for Untapped.
Oh, damn. We could just do a whole show on Untapped.
Also, check us out at Untapped if you're not following us at Wish You Were Beer Show.
True story.
Every once
All
in a
right.
while, we say cool things on there.
Mm.
So
Man,
tonight we gave Tripel Dragon, is that how it's pronounced?
Dragon.
From Common Space Brewery out of Hawthorne, California, LA. A 3.5. Good score for it.
Good score
Should we
for a
do
beer
something
that
else?
tastes like soap.
Yep.
Oh,
All
I
right.
remember.
So this is the portion of the show here towards the end where we just take a moment to talk about something that is not beer that we wish was a beer. And that can follow any different channel or avenue that any one of us individually decides on. So could be anything, and it's what we wish was beer instead of what it actually is. And Tiffany had like 7 before the show started, so I'm gonna let her go first.
I do have 2.
Oh, you should just pick one because there's 3 of us.
Well, how about you go first? And I'll go with what isn't yours because I think you might have my second one.
I definitely don't.
Okay, well you go first.
No, you go first, and then I'll change mine accordingly. Go. I like a challenge.
So I wish
God damn it.
sunburns were beer.
You wish what was beer?
If sunburns were beer, I'd be so happy right now because I'd have so much beer.
I thought you said submarines. Like I wish submarines were beer, and I was like, do that.
Nope.
True story.
Nope. Nice sunburn in the spots you don't want sunburns. Fantastic. I feel great. Not sweaty at all. All right. Who's up?
That's Tiffany.
David? All right.
So instead of going with the thing that I really don't have a whole lot of things to say about it, which would be Russia invading Ukraine.
The cheese stands alone.
That is
What's
that
this
is.
now? I don't know any about this.
I think that's a little much for me right now to really even comprehend, let alone try and connect that to one.
Straight
thing.
hair. Tiffany can't talk about this.
No, man.
No. So I wish this poor dog that was left outside all day yesterday and all night was beer.
Not our dog.
Not our dog. It was the neighbor dog. So it started barking kind of earlier on, like maybe like 10 a.m. And really didn't stop until what you said, 1 a.m.
It was 1 a.m. by the time it was finished. Yes. And by finished, I mean I finished it.
No. So I don't know what happened to our neighbors. Maybe they're dead in their house, but because
Because the fuck you barking at him?
Yes, pretty much. But no, that was like the third night in a row that we hadn't gotten good sleep, and this dog would not stop barking. We weren't even the first people to call
Animal
the
control.
dog in,
Yeah.
because I was like, this dog has been barking all day. Like, someone needs to go save this dog. Anyway, long story short, I wish that barking dog was beer, because then I would have at least had a really good reason for not sleeping, because I would have been like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have another beer.
yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, just getting in my fridge. Need a rude boy.
Yeah. So anyway, what's yours?
Well,
I gotta wake up.
Andrew wishes that ABC Crawford III wishes that Girl Scout cookies were beer because
ABCDFU Crawford.
oh my god, I think it's a different person.
I also like that the C is part of Crawford, but you still said ABC Crawford.
Well, I'm not gonna say ABC Rawford. That sounds way different. That sounds like his film name. But I wish Girl Scout cookies were beer, because then I can reach into my fridge at any time and grab a box of Girl Scout cookies. That's very true. And I love that Katie also wishes barking dogs. And FYI, we didn't text about this. She had to preface it like, we did not talk about this. We have the same one, and that's not fair.
I think that was regarding mine. I think she was talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But she also said the same thing right as you started talking.
Nope. Okay, maybe. I don't know.
100%. I've been following this.
See y'all later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a rude boy just to get through this. All right.
Yeah, Jesus. Mine's really simple. Like always, because I'm a simple person. But I wish that the weather in the past 3 fucking days in our area was beer, because if I could have 3 different beers in 3 different days, I'd be very excited. But for 70-degree weather to go to 40, partially snowy and rainy, back to 60-degree weather within a 3-day span, I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else I can do for you people. If I had 3 drastically different beers in the same week, I would love it. It's my favorite. But
you're in early spring, and then you got second winter coming in.
Well, we were in late winter and we got early summer, and now we're back into early spring. That's the shit spread we covered. I can't even cover a parlay spread on this shit.
Okay.
That's on our
gambling
show we do on Wednesdays.
Hold on. Vero says, I wish annoying diplomats with no personal time boundaries for beer. That's it.
That's it.
That's the wish.
That's the wish.
Sorry, Vero.
Yeah. I don't know how to help you on that.
God, diplomats. Am I right?
How undiplomatic.
All right. What are we doing next week?
I'm not.
Well, hold on. What are we doing on Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Not a podcast.
Okay. Or we can go in that order. Yeah.
We should. 100%.
If we're going like chronological order, that makes sense.
Read a book, Phil.
I would have finished the show and then talked about what we were doing before we exited. Doesn't matter at this point.
I tell you what, Phil.
What are we doing on Sunday?
Nope.
Don't worry. I'm not the director of this show. No. Let me just get the right tab up while you guys talk about what we're doing next week.
So on Sunday, we are going to be on the weekly beer show. They invited us on for some dumb reason.
Their show.
Yeah.
Which seems outrageous.
Right. So this is Travel Man Dan has...
And his partner Nate, who commented earlier, who stopped by.
They have a beer show that they do every week, and similar to ours, they just talk about it. And
I would say ours is similar to theirs.
They do 2 beers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, this week on their show, we're going to do 3 beers, because the nice part is, well, not all at the same time. You can't do 3 beers at the same time.
Plow through them all.
Agreed. No, but the nice part is, so we're going to be on their show on Sunday. So it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. Yep. Is that a word?
God, I love that they do a Sunday 10 a.m. show for themselves.
I dig it.
They're out on the West Coast, and I love it.
Yeah, but think about this. That's when football starts.
It's great.
No, that's when football starts on the West Coast. So why not do a beer? It's 10 in the morning. I'm watching football. No, but the fun part is, so we're going to be on their show, but we're going to be doing some Virginia beers.
Yep.
So we'll be doing a couple of beers, 3 of them in total from some breweries close to Tiffany and I. So should be a lot of fun. If you get bored on Sunday or in general, go check out the weekly beer show.
They do
We'll
a
be on
fun
it.
show. Those
So-
guys.
Yeah.
If you sit
A lot
through
of-
our dumb show for an hour, you
Yeah.
can sit through that one with us for an hour.
They got a lot more energy than we do, so that'll wake you up on a Sunday morning.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I can't
I
wait.
love it. I am. too.
I'm excited. No, I am.
So that is Sunday, this upcoming Sunday.
Correct.
And then the upcoming Thursday after that, a week from today, we are doing a different beer.
Correct. We're doing Sparks Fly from Ratio Beer Works. Now,
Which-
you might be saying to yourself, hold on, this is their 50th episode.
We
Obviously.
forgot to mention it's our 50th episode.
And-
Well, we're getting there.
And haven't they already done a beer from Ratio Beer Works? And if
Boulder
you
Dash.
were thinking those two things, you would be correct. Thanks, Vero.
Yeah.
So we have done one of their beers before.
No, she said happy 50th episode beer wishers, which
Right.
is our following. She wasn't talking to
Yeah.
us. She's talking to Andy and Katie, and then
Our
so
other
that's
two
fine, Vero.
followers. Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, we say things about wishing things for beer.
It's a joke.
Okay.
No, that's her. That was her fan base. Remember the beer wishers.
Happy 50th episode. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're still here. You,
No.
Phil. I know you'd be here. What the hell else
Of
you gonna
course. I got
do?
nothing.
You
to
have big plans in life. Some dumb reason.
Well, they haven't
Now-
panned out yet. So
now
we're
you're with
ready
a
to-
guy wearing a Bitmoji shirt. Like, what the hell's going on with you?
That's what I'm saying. I
I
can't
know.
believe he's still here. I know you're going to be here. You love this
Oh,
damn
yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, I wish I was on it.
You sent it
Fine.
to me.
Mm,
I
Oh
will.
no.
You're welcome.
Careful what you wish for.
Oh God. I've already got a blanket, sir.
I'll share with you how I make these shirts every year.
It's called the
Uh,
internet.
It is.
It's called
So,
the Bitmoji
that's-
store.
Right. So that
Secret.
being said, this is our 50th episode. Thank you everyone who's continued to subscribe and follow us and hang out with us on a weekly basis or a one-time basis. If you stopped by versus said hello, liked, subscribed to any one of our social media channels, thank you so much. We're looking forward to the weekly beer show Sunday. If please go check them out, come follow us as we go along on a beer journey with them as well.
A beer journey.
A beer journey, 100%. And please come back every Thursday. We do this literally every Thursday.
Yep.
Every
For the past
single
50 weeks, yeah.
Correct. 50 weeks. That's almost a year. There's
Yeah.
nothing I've done for a year straight. Scratch that. There's a few things I've done for a year straight, none of which I'm comfortable talking about. But that being said, thank you guys
Not
for
straight,
stopping by.
though. You've done a lot of not straight stuff.
No, that wasn't even anything.
No.
Nope. Oh,
No. Oh.
okay. Good job.
What is?
No, but that being
I
said,
think this beer had 9% in it. I'm not sure
it's a
that.
9%er. Make sure you follow us in all the channels. Come play along on Untapped, either on our individual pages or our show page. Check out the website so you can keep up on the beers that we're going to have in the future, or you can go back on beers we've had. You can watch old episodes.
We have a new blog post.
That's it.
I think Phil's
that's
frozen.
the comment. Nope.
Yeah.
You were frozen.
Nope.
He was just waiting for you to finish that
No,
statement.
that was it.
That's
I remember
Oh.
we have a new blog post.
We have a new blog post.
Yep.
Long pause.
He keeps freezing. It's not me. I don't think it's us. I think it's Phil.
All right. So that being said, Phil's internet's getting real Dutch side of the island, which is uncomfortable for me. So we'll see you guys Sunday on the weekly beer show, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, back here, same back channel, same back time. God damn it, just go.